Hello, and welcome to another video. Today I will be covering a basic timeline leading up to the First Era. This is an oversimplification of thousands of years of mythology, but it'll be a good start to developing my universe. Before I get into this video, on the screen you'll see a revamped timeline. This mostly is for conversions between old and new videos. Just essentially so I don't cause confusion, basically. That's really all it is. Because I changed my era system in a pretty big way. So these are all the conversions that I should put on the screen. So go ahead and look for a few seconds before continuing the video. And one more thing. If I don't mention years much, it is because these periods of times are just really not written down. A lot of these are thousands of years of oral traditions alongside a few written records, but there really wasn't a recording of time itself until the beginning of the First Era. Thus, most of these are really just rough estimations. On the screen, you should be able to see some rough estimations for when these time periods occur. However, just note, once again, that these are really rough periods of time, because ultimately, that's kind of what happens when you don't write stuff down. Things just get forgotten, and soon enough, it's just, you don't know what's going on, so... Alright, let's begin the video. In the beginning, there was one thing, and one thing only, and that was the Azalina Stone. And around 110,000 of the prehistoric period, which is every year before the First Era, the Azalina Stone broke apart into six fragments, with 5 of those fragments turning into the first 5 demisises, with the 6th one vanishing. The 6th Azalina Stone fragment, by the way, is essentially just kind of like one of those things that's a mystery. Think of it like a lot of like weird things happening, and a lot of people go, oh wait, what if that's the 6th Azalina fragment or whatever. Just kind of a fun fact that you probably didn't need to know, but I thought I'd say that anyway. Anyway, the first 5 demisises were Al-Mohache, a green scaly humanoid deity, Ephem, a fish god with shark teeth, Kamanzar, who is a tall reddish fish god, Iftis, a red dragon wolf god, and Daimios, a god with skin that is made out of blue rocks. To simplify, these 5 demisises fought against one another for thousands of years, creating and destroying many worlds. Many notable worlds include the ancient realm of Nezerana, something like that, which has several artifacts that leaked into Nerun. The most important of this is the stone palette known as the Nezerana palette, which shows an image of the 5 demisises standing together with a 6th large head above them seemingly growling. This has led to a theory that this is a 6th fragment of the Azalina Stone, which was a 6th demisis. What the fuck does... Let me restate that. This has led to the theory that the 6th fragment of the Azalina Stone was actually a 6th demisis that just wasn't written about. But this is just literally one out of like 1,000 plus theories on what happened to the 6th fragment. So we'll just move on. Eventually, the 5 demisises agreed to meet in the first consulate. But a consulate just essentially being a meeting. A fancy word for meeting. Where they essentially combined into one. Now, don't ask why, that'll be for a future video. When they combined, they created a figure known as Iphalius, who now had the task to create a world separate from all the violence of the other realms. As if the realms were destroyed, every single one of them, the world would return to a state of nothingness without the Azalina Stone. Except that 6th fragment, but who the fuck knows what happened to it. However, Iphalius would take a long time to create this world. For hundreds to thousands of years, he had to meditate for like a third of those years to prevent his evil side from taking over. Aphalios wasn't just only a deity, but he was the manifestation of good and bad, but not just good and bad, but pure good and pure evil. And that is a significant difference that would be interesting to cover in a video that's more like descriptive about Aphalios. Now, these two sides, essentially, they conflicted greatly in Aphalios, but as time passed, he was able to build up his realm, which doesn't have a name yet. But eventually, Aphalios could not handle the pure good and pure evil in his body, so he ascended beyond his body and became one with his realm. With this, magic was spread across the many realms, but after Aphalios' death, things get clouded. Not much is known about the aftermath of Aphalios' death, and it's probably because of one particular god, and that is Gen Con. Gen Con was the lord of death and destruction, and to simplify, he really lived up to his titles. Throughout his tens of thousands of years of life, he destroyed possibly thousands, if not nearly a million worlds and realms. Gen Con was also gigantic in size. So huge, in fact, that most people would only see Gen Con's feet. But by around 30,000 of the prehistoric age, he vanished without a trace, leading to theories rising. Oh, he's a 6 Alzina stone fragment. That's actually like an actual theory, though, because a lot of things are, so let's move on. It is soon after Gen Con's death that two major things would happen. One, Aphalios' realm would vanish, and most mentions of the realm vanished as well. And secondly, three gods would emerge and form the Chiton, and they would create Neuron, the Chiton did. These three gods would become Aquadome, Dathan, and Oleus. It's here where I'll end my video. It's relatively short, but this should hopefully have given you a basic outline on the prehistoric age. The next video will be on the creation and early history of the Chiton. Why did I say creation? I don't know. I meant to say the creation of Neuron as well, but after writing that script, I'm thinking about making a bit of a longer series. More focusing on the mythology and stories and such, rather than, skipping straight to Neuron. But that'll be about it. Just a few things to say before I'm done with this video. I have a Discord server, and I'll make sure to link that in the comments and in the description. There might be something else that I'm forgetting, but that's really about it. So have a good day or night, and I'll see you all another time. Bye-bye.